Hey people, injured here, 3v3 Calderis Refinery blue team. We have Koras as an Inquisitor offensive commander, fights melee to start off, can get ranged weapons, lots and lots of crowd control and some support. Alongside Illethor is a force commander, offensive melee, very versatile, can tank, disrupt and even support a little. HansMoleman rounds out blue team as a Warlock. This is also a DLC, offensive melee, good mobility with fleet, can tank and disrupt very well later on. Under attack by a angry Warboss because red team are triple Orks. This is OHUEVATOR's Warboss. Fights melee, good damage, disruption and support from the front lines. Alongside dead Mopo is a mech, teleporting commander, fights range, puts up some nice damage, can repair, put up structures and support as well, but is not very tough. Serbly rounds out red team as a Kommando knob, chucking his stun bomb there. Fights range to start off, puts up some nice damage, can infiltrate and make things go boom Orky style. West side looks like both teams are going to double it, yes. Hammer of the Witches on the Kommando knob, this is dangerous. Force commander coming in, can he get the last hit? Boom, does not take him down though, gets away. Hammer of the Witches is the Inquisitor's starting ability, a really nice stun and damage. I believe it's a 100 damage. Whoa. Sluggers absolutely owned in the center by a nicely placed destructor, I imagine. And just about get out there. Blue team should be able to cap mid. Force commander trying to take out shooter models. He's getting focused down here though, and they're forced to retreat. Has tactical marines on the field. Durable, heavy, ranged infantry. Very versatile come tier 2. 500, 481, a slight VP lead early on for blue. Double shooters for all three Orks. And here comes the Kommando knob with headbutts on these guardsmen. Mech boy, not very much health left, could be focused down quite easily. 500, 481 still. Center has not been capped, but Guardian should be able to cap it now. Guardsman behind cover, but taking tons of damage from these shooters. We already have big shooters, increasing DPS and allowing them to suppress with aiming. What's that? Tactical Marines tied up by the mech boy, but he's almost taken back down by them. Tactical Marines are no slouch in melee. Hammer of the Witches again on the Kommando knob. Inquisitor cannot finish him off and again retreats. Guardians have taken mid and Warlock decaps red's natural, so now it's a double for blue. And we'll now try and decap this wreck point. Very annoying Warlock. Katakan Devils on the field for Koras. Powerful tier 1 unit, strong melee and range, and can disrupt with a reliable grenade launcher. Rangers hit the field for HansMoleman. Force commander with his iron halo gives him that shield, allowing him to close melee with the shooters without losing too much health. Grenade in retreat doesn't quite hit anything. Scouts with their sergeant giving them that fragmentation grenade. Red team now capping mid thanks to sluggers. HansMoleman has Howling Banshees on the field, dangerous tier 1 melee unit with power weapons, light infantry. Very good at catching stuff in retreat and generally catching it off guard. And they get away with no losses. Banshees will pretty much always bleed you in tier 1. Warlock can support them with channeling runes, but you very rarely see him get that accessory because he has such great accessories. It's up against Warp Throw and Heart of Darkness and usually loses out. Looters on the way for Serbly. Serbly has lost his sluggers and OHUEVATOR has lost his sluggers. Not a good start for the Orks. Lots of pressure by blue team. They need to be harassing power though, because as we know, Orks will invariably get to tier 3 and you need to stop them getting too many knob squads. Illethor now getting some devastators. Warboss just runs over that Guardian shield and they were unable to finish the cap. Now in retreat, Howling Banshees hitting this node. Red team swarming the center now. Tactical Marines lose a model for Illethor. Mech boy has his Daka big shooter, basically a straight up upgrade for his default shooter. Doesn't need to set up like his other guns. Rangers with some nice disruption from range with kinetic shot. This is a dead Warlock though, I think. Too much Daka to get away even in retreat and goes down. Retreating units taking 75% less damage from range. Illethor with a nice grenade takes out 2 models. Still have all 6 gens up for red team. They need some tactical marine flamer and a concerted push to the power here. Just forget the center for a while. Devastators on the field with their heavy bolter suppressing this blob. Mech Boy teleports in to tie them up, stopping the suppression briefly. They try and set up again, but the Mech Boy is still chasing. Now taking fire from Tax and is forced off. Heavy bolter Devastators can set up again. Force Commander using his shield to harass here. Can now, yes, revive the Warlock and will level him to 2. Warboss forced off the power. Looks like he bashed on the node for a little while though. 496, 396, 100 VP lead for blue team and a 1-to-1. But it's going to be a 2-to-1 tactical marines capping mid and firing at the same time. Units will fire while they cap if they are facing the right direction. They won't turn and fire at something. Force Commander puts his shield up, what little he has left of it, to close for melee. Looters set up here. Suppress with that big death gun. Commander Knob waiting in the wings. There's his stun bomb dodged by Koras, yes, and everyone goes tier 2. Looks like dead Mopo went first. Very, very good pressure on this east side by HansMoleman. Has decapped this VP again. Angry bits for the Warboss. Can't quite hit the Banshees. And they wash out so they can get away, which suppresses the aspect, really helping them out in general. Gives them a health buff as well. 496, 349. Ouch! Illethor losing his tax to shooters, I think. Must have took his eye off him. Big, big loss for Illethor. Will most likely replace them in tier 2. 496, 331. And Shooter Boy's pouring some ridiculous dagger into these guardsmen and these katakans, which are suppressed by aiming. What's that? These guys do not take a loss though. Look at this. Tanking 2 fully upgraded Shooter Boy squads and do not lose anything. Finally forced to retreat, and the heavy weapon team should be able to cover their retreat fine. He's going to get stun bombed though, I think. There it is. And this heavy weapon team needs to run. Needs to run. There we go. Center being capped by the Mech Boy. Howling Banshees in amongst shooters again. HansMoleman's done pretty well with these guys. Warlock doesn't really want to get in a 1-to-1 fight with the Warboss though, and he's getting his Bang Bang Hammer, the best tier 1 power melee weapon, I think. It's pretty close though with the Lictor Alpha's feeder tendrils. He's getting it though in tier 2 of course, and now has it. There it is. Can he take out a Banshee with it in retreat? No, he can't even get a hit off. We had a war truck for OHUEVATOR, a support vehicle for Orks. Allows you to transport and reinforce allies. Not the toughest thing, but it is very, very cheap. Bit of a standoff on the west side. We have the Inferno pistol for the Inquisitor. I thought she was going to set up to try and stop inevitable knobs with crossbow bolt pistol, excruciators or purgatus and the like, but she's gone for the Inferno pistol and gets a very nice judgment on those shooters, almost wiping them out. Force Commander stunned by the Weird Boy's Warp Vomit, but a full retreat, and all 3 Orks have a Weird Boy. Sub Commander, really good at dealing with clumps of infantry. Howling Banshees in amongst the shooters, taking a lot of damage though from the Weird Boy. Need to retreat. 2 models left. Can they get away? Warboss comes in, and they do get away. Distort Field saving them, and Warboss goes down. Quick thinking from HansMoleman. That's a global ability of the Warlock. Really nice grenades. Really nice play from HansMoleman. Warp throw into grenades. Guardians forced off though, has some warp spiders, teleporting infantry. Good for map control and deal out some pretty decent damage as well. Librarian on the field for Illethor. wants to get smites off on these Orks, I would think, and he has replaced his tactical marines. No upgrade for them though. Stormtroopers for Koras. We have Thunderhammer Force Commander, and he also has Artificer. If you saw there, Commandos called in by the Commander Knob, he can get them in tier 2, and a smite goes off. Nasty stuff. Was going to say that Illethor had a grenade waiting for them. Quick thinking from him. Double Stormtroopers now for Koras. Both getting their assault kit. This is going to be some really nasty long range anti-infantry damage. Overcharged hotshot las guns really pack a punch. They are still quite fragile though, especially to weird boy hits. Stunned by these stick bombers that dead Mopo has. And looks like Illethor's lost his devastators. That might have been to those stick bombers. Usually working pairs, but they can do well on their own. Artillery unit that actually fight melee but prefer to chuck stick bombs around. Warp Spiders using their mobility to decap Red's natural. Here comes a war truck. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage with that shooter it has. 445264. Here comes the Commando Knob and his shooters and his weird boy. Where are his commandos? They are capping this Western power, taking damage from Guardsmen and that Inferno pistol. Commando Knob now being very sneaky. Surprised we haven't seen stick bombers from him. Stick bombs, sorry. Commando Knob can get them himself as an accessory and is forced off by the nasty double Stormtroopers. These guys, wow, take out the mech point in seconds. 445, 230. Blue team have a double. Orks are hitting tier 3 though, and blue team have not put enough pressure on this power. It's been up for the whole game, feeding the Orks, and they're going to get knobs and other nasty things in tier 3. Webway Gate is up here from HansMoleman. The Warlock's Webway Gate can heal infantry. Smite goes in, nicely done. Will the Librarian close for melee? No, backs off. Scouts level 2. We have a level 1 Inquisitor, level 4 Force Commander, level 3 Warlock, and he still only has Warp Throat. Might see him get Providence and Witchblade of Koras. Another good way to deal with knobs. Already see the Thunderhammer, which is a good way to deal with knobs. 15% passive chance of knockback. Rangers still around, haven't leveled yet. Guardians closing in on the Weird Boy, trying to force melee and almost taking him out. Red team, are they going to decap Blue's natural? Commandos are just standing around here. And they are not decapping. Scouts, is he going to lose these guys? They do just get away. And a double cap still for Red. Commandos eventually start decapping, but are now under fire from the Stormtroopers and losing tons of stuff. He might lose the entire squad here. No, they get away. For some reason the Stormtroopers started moving instead of shooting, and they do get away. Guardians not capping mid. I think they're stunned is why. Commando Knob levels to 4. You have a level 2 Mech Boy and a level 2 Warboss, and Red team starting to flood the center now. 442, 176. Red have a single. Can they cap mid? Stick bombs going in on attacks, huge damage, and they get away. Lose a model again. These tactical marines so far have been pretty redundant, just severely outgunned so far. I think blue team need to get some artillery on the field. Warp Spiders in retreat. They have their aspect, so he doesn't want to lose these guys. Rangers get away with a single model. Lots of reinforcing for HansMoleman to do, and that's not cheap reinforcing either. Looters come back to the center with their death gun. 431, 176. Warlock trying to harass these shooters, but gets warp vomited. Predator on the field for Illethor. Everyone now tier 3, and look at this, red team getting 2 battle wagons on the field. 431, 176, full retreat for Koras. He has nothing durable. Should have got some Ogrins, I think, but he has gone tier 3 and most likely going for a Baneblade. 431176, both battle wagons hit the field, super unit for Orks, put up some nice firepower and can run stuff over. You need to garrison them though to get the most out of them. Force Commander cannot deal with the stack up. Needs to retreat, he's going to go down though. Really nice disruption from the command knob. This special shooter shotgun has a 30% chance to knock back. 413176, a 2-to-1 cap for red. Inquisitor doesn't have anything else. Wants to get Purgatus or Excruciators because knobs are going to hit the field at some point. We're going to have triple... No, that's a war truck. I thought we were going to have triple battle wagons there. Commandos now have their knob leader, gives them a rocket launcher. They used to get a chain axe or something pointless, but they changed it. 395176. Orks now have a 2-to-1 and they have flooded the middle. Inquisitor runs away. She has judgment up on something. It's here on these shooters. She doesn't seem to like shooters. Knobs on the way for OHUEVATOR. Baneblade on the way for Koras. It's going to be a crazy ending. Calderis Refinery usually does turn into a huge ruckus in the center of the map. Fire Prism on the field for HansMoleman. Really nice fire support for Eldar. Has a spread shot and a focus shot, which you can freely switch between. Commando's being sneaky, but now take tons of damage from the Stormtroopers. Weird Boy gets zap off, but that's huge damage for these Stormtroopers. As you can see, they are partially revealed, which means they take 20% less range damage. Still take a lot though, and are forced to retreat. Might want to get plasma guns for his guardsmen, since knobs are heavy infantry, and we already have the first knobs on the field for OHUEVATOR tier 3 elite melee unit. Start off with those chain axes, which are a heavy melee weapon, so big damage to all targets. 348176. Here comes the Warboss. Level 3, doesn't have an armor upgrade, using his charge to get in, and takes twinkling las cannons to the jaw and goes down. Now getting shots off on this battle wagon. This battle wagon just in the distance. Knobs catching Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees can't really stand to them. Can they stop these knobs from completely running things? Baneblade has hit the field. Knobs chasing, menacingly getting close to that Predator, but should be forced off here. Nicely done by this little detachment of blue team. We have a beamy death gun on the looters now, really nice anti-vehicle weapon. As you can see, they are infiltrated there. Guardsmen cannot see them. Now a big shooting match, and guardsmen with no cover forced off. Here is the Baneblade, needs some support. Big zap gun shot, almost wipes those Devastators. Wow. Dead Mopo's lost a lot of stuff, but it's now getting a knob squad. 305176, a 2-to-1 cap for red, and they might get a triple hit. Knobs trying to decap, but they can't quite do it. Didn't want to get a big demolisher cannon hit from that Baneblade. Stun bomb goes in, will stun those tacks. Still no upgrades for those guys. Here come Howling Banshees, infiltrated by the Pathfinder gear of the Rangers, and are going after this battle wagon. Now going after the looters. So dangerous. In retreat and completely wiped out almost by the zap gun. Distort field saves them. Wow. Just about get away there. Weird Boy is taken out by that las cannon. Nice play from that Predator. You want to keep this thing at its maximum range whenever you can. Illethor managing it well so far. 279176. Knobs on the field for OHUEVATOR. They now have their huge hammers. Getting hammers before Mina and Greener. Mina and Greener should be the first thing you always get for knobs. Really adds their durability, and they're taking big AoE shots for the Fire Prism and the Plasma Cannon. That fire prism is gonna be vital. I think HansMoleman should get another one. At the moment though, he's getting an avatar. 279176. Inquisitor getting too close. Really needs. She has Purgatus and Liber Heresius. Should have got Excruciators, I think. Predator wants to back the hell off of these knobs. Nice grenade from the scouts. Stormtroopers getting shots in. You see the crazy DPS these guys do with these things. Here come knobs on the Baneblade now. The Baneblade pretty much counters everything from range. Its weakness is strong melee units. Knobs are pretty much the worst nightmare for a Baneblade, but they are forced off there. Blue team so far doing a reasonable job controlling the knobs, but they haven't taken the center. They are taking red's natural, sorry, thanks to those rangers, and red are taking mid. Terminators now for Illethor has gone for the range variety. These are Storm Bolter and Power Fists. Could he have gone for Assault Terminators, given them claws and owned some knobs? It would have been risky. Super Heavy Infantry cannot retreat and can teleport. Also give off a AoE buff whenever they kill anything, boosting damage to infantry. Does not affect vehicles. And blue team did take red's natural completely there thanks to those rangers, but it looks like the rangers did not get away. Avatar of Cain on the field for HansMoleman. Super unit for Eldar, hugely powerful and strong in melee combat, and also emits a passive AoE buff to infantry. Terminators using their durability to cap mid, backed up by a Baneblade, Fire Prism and Predator. Scouts hanging around ready to repair. They should be repairing this Baneblade. Blue team still haven't dealt with these battle wagons. You would have thought they'd had enough here. Baneblade scared to get forward, doesn't want to be caught in rear armor by knobs, and here come some knobs. These are Serblys. We now have at least 3 squads on the field. OHUEVATOR could have more, but I can't see any more units on this card. These knobs using Frenzy, and we have dead Mopos as well, getting rear armor hits on this Baneblade. Trying to repair it are these guardsmen. Commando's decapping blue's natural in the meantime. Terminator's now caught by knobs, saved by the Fire Prism. Teleportation must be on cooldown or they'd be using it. Force Commander in retreat there. Knobs are not giving up, and there's a Rocks. Boom. Big damage to that Baneblade. Makes it stop backing off as well, going straight back into the knobs. Can the blue team save it? I don't think they can. It's going to go down, and does go down. Huge losses for blue team. Ogrin is now on the field for Koras. Koras has absolutely tons of red. 866 could put down a rocket run. Avatar in trouble. HansMoleman thinks he's going to lose it, and he might well, because that battle wagon is chasing. One more shot from the zap gun might do it, and does do it. Huge loss for HansMoleman, overextending his avatar there, which happens often. The biggest loser for melee super units is when people overextend them, and the war truck is going down. Haywire grenade on rear armor. 260, 144. Blue team looking a little better. They have a 2-1 now. Ogrin's on the field for Koras. Really nice line breaker melee unit for Imperial Guard. Will help to try and control the knobs. They won't be able to take them on 1-1 though. Commandos overextending a bit. They've done that a lot in this game. Should be chucking their boner bombs and using Love to Daka. Warlock just about staying on his feet thanks to Providence. Does not have the Witchblade of Koras though. Terminators now with their assault cannon. Ridiculous single target damage from that thing. Ogrin's retreat, lost a model. And Orks again putting pressure on blue's natural thanks to Serbly. He's done really well on the west side here. Tactical Marines guarding it, and a nice grenade almost wipes those shooters. He's a level 4 shooter, boys. Both squads for Serbly level 4. Also has these Beamy Death Gun looters, which are level 3. Wow. Very rare you see level 3 looters. Knobs are going to finish these scouts off, are they? Yes, actually the battle wagon finished them off. There's Purgatus. And a rocket run, trying to stop these guys from capping. And they succeed, but Frenzy prevented a lot of the damage there. Terminators turn and engage. The Knobs need to be very, very careful, need to keep moving. Don't want to get caught by them. Fire Prism doing a good job disrupting, also wants to keep moving though. Terminators teleport out. Here's the Force Commander, needs to get in and disrupt those Knobs. He's level 7. These Knobs in combat with Guardsmen here. And his Terminators playing it very, very risky. Knobs onto them with hammers and they go down in seconds. Wow, Illethor just got caught there. Not much he could have done about it, apart from send them back to base a couple of minutes ago. Orks now have the center and they might get a triple. In fact, I think they will get a triple. 229, 84. Fire Prism being repaired. HansMoleman should get another one. He's gone for a D cannon. Artillery usually does pretty well on this map. Illethor only has Predators left. He lost his tax as well. What happened? And this Predator is with its autocannon and extra armor. Purgatus again from the Inquisitor trying to control his Knobs and retreats, but will she get away? She will not. Has a Lehman Russ now. Blue team under huge amounts of pressure. These Knobs absolutely charging around, owning everything. 180, 84 is a 2-to-1 for red. They've lost their natural, and Lehman Russ is gonna go down, goes down immediately. Huge losses for Koras. Center is red, and they are taking a natural back. They're gonna get a triple again because they're keeping pressure up on Blue's natural here. When you force off one Knob squad, in comes another one. Force Commander trying to disrupt them. Needs to be careful, his shield is now down. And he's going to get taken out in retreat, I think. Yes. Ouch. Those hammers are so dangerous. 142, 84. And this is Red's team to lose now. I don't think Blue team can come back. There's a rocket run again. Needed to take out Knobs with it though, and these guys are coming into base here. They might use Frenzy. There's a Rocks on Koras' base, and he either hasn't noticed or can't be bothered to dodge it, and his entire army is wiped out by those Rocks. Ouch. And that is the game for Red. 95-84, just a matter of time now. Scouts trying to cap. This is a new scout squad for Illethor. Well played, says Illethor, and GG is called. Blue team most likely going to concede or not. Warlock has his Witchblade of Koras and Providence, and now sees how much stuff there is in the middle. Gets suppressed. 60-84, a 2-to-1 for red. Blue team not giving up here yet. There is Ethereal Slash. Banshee's getting owned. There is an Eldritch Storm, recognised just in time by the shooters, and they retreat. There's another Rocks. Don't think it hit anything. Predator does go down though. 48-84. Warlock trying to decap but cannot, is taken out. And Blue team finally concede. Orks were under a lot of pressure, tier 1, tier 2, but Blue team just did not deal with the Knobs. I think the Inquisitor should have got crossbow, bolt pistol and excruciators. HansMoleman should have got the Witchblade of Koras a lot earlier and double fire prisms, but it's easy for me to say that. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you next time.